tall as the prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Badgers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So this offense will have first crack at this one. The battle for the Axe has been built on close, contentious, hard-fought, down-to-the-wire games. That was not the case last. Stands tall as the prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Gophers will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Off play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago
Wisconsin
this
got a
offense
player.
gave up 3 sacks.
Made it
they need to get to him early
Minnesota
and often and
visiting.
create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Griffin. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. That's caught. It's Lanier. And he's dragged down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
All this intensity, all this build-up for an axe. What kind of axe do you have at your place, David?
Well, I have the body spray, but no, this rivalry obviously means so much. These programs built so similar to each other. So many tough guys on this football field wanting to come out here and swing that axe. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
You got a quarterback who wears a running back's number. Don't worry about it.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the right side. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside.
Turning it on! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
With the catch, it's Hansen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Back to throw, it's Knight. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Got a man. It's Griffin. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quickly complete. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun, just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe. How flipping cool is that?
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Badgers want to move quickly. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. The short hands. It's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
You see it so much in college football where they motion the running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running?
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Badgers decide to punt it away.
I can't move from here. You fucking kidding me?
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Knight.
Oh, shit.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got a man. It's Lanier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football football. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
These RPOs always put the defense in line. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. The give. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Knight. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's O'Neal. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Badger! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Block involved.
This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Coleman.
So
Boy,
that's
did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
It's a big
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll just down it right there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the ground with the counter. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Plucks it out of the air.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Hansen.
Fucking
Defense
takes the football.
on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The run from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
You did good there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down.
It's because they're drunk as fuck, piece of Wisconsin.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day.
They got going for him.
Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open.
Touchdown, Minnesota! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Back to pass, it's O'Neal. With the catch, it's Hansen.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The inside handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down, fourth down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Ripping off the big play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. On the move, it's Hansen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Makes the catch, it's Coleman. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but you need to get to both sides. So the offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The offense coughs it up. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
This line can't block.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Turner. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He's taking the shot. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11.
The fucking 4 seasons quarterback.
To the air on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw it. The short hands. It's Hansen.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Bring in the heat. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. Pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's first and he lost one down the sideline. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Grabbed over the middle. It's Preston. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get it.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Pass interference. Defense. The officials throw the flag.
But I know you're going to play it, but I don't.
And so in this old-school heated Big Ten rivalry, Paul Bunyan's axe will be headed to Minnesota as the Gophers outlast the Badgers. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.